Good morning, Chansey Cardinals teachers and staff. We are here with a special edition of the Chansey announcements or the Cardinal Weekly News because we wanted to talk to you about a very important change that's happening here and all over JCPS, so all over Jefferson County Public Schools. Boys and girls, the school board voted that masks are now optional. And beginning today is Thursday, March 10th, masks will no longer be required to be worn in JCPS schools, facilities, or on buses. It is okay to wear your mask or to not wear your mask. No influence or mean comments from student to student or from adult to student about wearing a mask is allowed, boys, girls, teachers, and staff. Not that we would do that. Masks will be available to anyone who requests one. And I just want to recap that. So boys and girls, if a family member, a grown-up in your home is telling you to wear a mask, wear a mask. Just come to school and we'll get one for you. If you feel more comfortable with a mask on, wear a mask. Come to school and we'll get one for you. Anything else, Mr. Cahill and Ms. Burton?
No, I love that you've put be respectful. That's one of our Chancey Cardinal rules, boys and girls. And in any situation, if you keep in mind your actions, how they're going to affect another person, and make the best choice. We're going to be respectful about anybody's decision to wear a mask or not wear one. And I love what you said, Miss Ivory. If you need one, we're still offering them. We still have them if you need one.
Yes, and I love that you also say, it's a choice that families make at the end of the day. So boys and girls, like Miss Ivory said, if your parents are telling you that that's what they want you to do, we have to respect that, and you have to respect that and follow their wishes while you're here at school. And like she said, whether it's getting off the bus or just throughout the day, if you need a mask or you decide you want one, we have them all around the building for you.
Boys and girls, Cahill, do you want to do that one? Sorry.
Yeah, no, I was just going to say, this slide points out some of the reasoning for masks now being optional. The CDC is rating counties by virus rates and levels of people having the coronavirus. So you can see Jefferson County is circled. We're in what's called the medium or yellow. And this lets us say, hey, it's safe for people to not wear masks indoors everywhere they go. But boys and girls, I think we need to have a different mentality now about masks. They could tell us that, we're back in the red or in the high, and we need to put our mask back on. So it's going to be a much more of a umbrella situation. If it's raining outside, you need to get your umbrella. If the COVID levels are in the high, we'll have to all put our mask back on. But then when they go back down, we'll be able to take them off. So masks aren't gone forever, but for now, we don't have to wear them if you choose.
I like that. Do you want me to talk about this one?
Sure, why not? Boys and girls, usually you tell us what we're supposed to do.
I know. We're going off the cuff here. We're that good. Boys and girls, just because we are not wearing a mask, don't forget, and hopefully your parents won't forget, we are still a testing site. So we still will test or have testing days where on Wednesdays, the COVID team will come out and still test us like they always do. So you can still get tested in that way once a week because COVID's still here. It's still, going around. We'll also be a testing site. So in the afternoons on Mondays through Thursdays, from 4:30 to 8:30, your family or yourself, you may come out to Chansey and get tested by the Sphere Company in the evening. And we've been doing that since, I think since school started. So we will still be doing that. And then also on Sundays from 12 to 6. So testing will still take place. Like Mr. Cahill said, this could come and go as far as masks, but COVID is still here. And unfortunately, I think it's here to stay. So even though we're not wearing masks, I think it's important to remember to still try to practice some of those things we've been doing. Give each other a little bit of space. If you're coughing or sneezing, cough in your arm. Don't just, cough out for everyone. Keep washing your hands and sanitizing your hands. That's just good, healthy practice anyway. So let's continue doing those things, even though some of us are choosing not to wear a mask. Ms. Ivory, you want to speak on the vaccination clinic?
Well, and before I do that, I actually took a couple of notes to remind myself to say a few things. You touched on it, Ms. Burton, and I just recall that the nurses did get an email, boys and girls, teachers and staff, that when it comes to contact tracing, meaning when someone is considered or it has tested positive for COVID, we're going to, instead of doing 3 feet away from each other, now 6 feet away because we don't have a mask on. So boys and girls, without your masks, you need to make sure you maintain that social distance. And it's 6 feet now when we do contact tracing. The other thing, and Burton, you hit this, definitely wash your hands. That is one way. That is a huge way that you can make sure that you're keeping yourself safe. It's just practicing good hand washing hygiene.
Mm-hmm.
So, vaccination testing. I guess I can move on. Boys and girls, teachers and staff. I just want you all to know that Chansey is also a vaccination site. I was in the cafeteria this morning and someone said they were a little bit sad because they weren't vaccinated. And I thought, well, guess what? You can be. You do have to bring a grown-up with you to Chansey Elementary at 3 p.m. on Monday, March 14th, and you will get vaccinated. And it's free of charge. No one has to pay for anything. But we do want to make sure that while you can still get COVID, even if you're vaccinated, it just helps reduce your effects or your sickness, your symptoms and sickness or sickness. I'm saying it all wrong, but basically your symptoms will be less if you are vaccinated. And so we just want to make sure that we are as healthy as possible, and vaccination helps with that. That is another thing that I just want to be clear on. This is not Miss Ivory saying you have to do anything, you should do anything. Mm-hmm. If your grown-ups don't want you vaccinated or the people that love you are against it, I 110% respect that. I am just telling you what's being offered here at Chansey Elementary. That's it.
All right.
Did I say that? Was that done? Okay.
Yes, ma'am. That was it.
Thank you all. And then on first grade teachers, if you can help make that make sense for our 5 and 6 year old, we want to make sure that they understand everything. If it's too much for them and they don't need to hear all that, then cool beans, let's rock and roll.
And of course, we're always here if you have questions, so don't hesitate to reach out to us if you have any questions about any of this. All right. Have a good day.
Have a good day, Chansey Cardinals.
Bye.
Have a good